little bit of a taste of what Berkshire HorseWorks looks like and how we start our day. Not like this always. So we've got Trisha in our arena down below. She's going to be taking a horse out on the trail just to exercise him and make sure it's safe. We've got our little Munchkadoo pony there that does a lot of work with the at-risk kids and the younger kids. And we're going to give you a little bit of an overview. So we have an arena here. We've got 3 paddocks. That's our barn with a stall, and the rest are run-in sheds. As you can see, that big pile over there, we had to take some trees down to be safe in the winter, which has always cost a fortune. We do a lot of fundraisers to get them down. And in the spring, it'll help us grow grass so we can be more self-sufficient. You'll be able to catch the tail end of our brand new trailer there when we go down below. But basically, we're just going to take you on a little walk around the property. Our Airbnb is down on the right, as well as the organic garden. We have people up here do wine and cheese picnics after their trail rides, as well as down in the meditation garden. Be careful of the ice, everybody. So, as you can see here, we've got a number of paddocks, and up here to the right are our trails. And we had to cut these trails not only by ourselves, but we have to pay someone to bring in wood chips and take down trees. So we'll just take you on a little walk. We do a lot of meditative hikes with horses, a lot of people going through anxiety and trauma. It helps walking with horse in hand up through these trails. Or it could be the friendship trail that one of the kids came up with because he was learning how to build healthy relationships. And of course, everything starts with a hobby horse, because we've all had those in the beginning. In the springtime, it's much prettier, or when it's really fluffy with a lot of snow. But we wanted to give you a flavor at least. This is our enchanted trail. And we won't walk you all the way up because we'll go down and give you a little snippet of the rest. But you can see basically the trails go up through the woods here and wrap around, and there are loops. And you will see at the top of the trail that now all of a sudden there's a no trespassing, which is part of our issue in being able to do longer couples and family experiences. But we're not hiking up there now because we want to give you a full flavor. So it's morning. It's light out, so it's late morning. But normally we do this at 8. Horse stories. You can check in. This is our office. People check in here, they sign their liability waivers, and then we take them down to the paddocks after that. We're just going to take you on a little bit of a walk to show you our organic garden. That's not so organic at the moment. It's a frozen organic garden. But we use a lot of the special needs groups, Be Fair, Berkshire County ARC, all come out and work in the organic garden, and our goal is to expand it so that we will be completely self-sufficient here, and also be able to give all those vegetables to those groups and bring them back to their houses. This is our effort from this year. And we have a pond, so we have, when the boys come out, if they don't want to be with their little cowgirl sisters, they can go pond diving for newts and salamanders and build terrariums at the same time that their sisters are doing, or their families are doing, some other things. Our trails basically go up through the woods here, and then we take the trails down. And then, as I said, here's our Airbnb down here, which gives us a lot of income to maintain the property for Berkshire HorseWorks. And if you can see Sarah, this is Trisha on the horse, and everybody, this is Trisha down there. She's exercising Gunner, who doesn't like to be caught in the morning, but we thought you guys should meet the herd. So we've got Gunner there, and then over here on the left, you've got Zephyr, who's got kissing spine. He can't be ridden, but he's fantastic in therapy. And the brown one down there is 007, a wonderful trail horse who has navicular, but he is fantastic for trail rides as well as therapy. And then you have the little munchkadoo over there, Hershey Park. And of course, that's our ranch dog, Noche. Good job. So as you can see, we are in a residential area, but we are zoned agricultural. And it's really important because it lets us, we can burn, we can grow things, but our land is limited, and that's really what the problem is. We have utilized every inch of this for all different types of activities for those at risk, whether it be veterans or families or children or couples. And we want it to be a place that's a safe haven for people to come and just be with their families as much as it is a place for psychotherapy and life skill development. So we're down here now, and you'll see there's a lot of poop around. So we repurpose the manure so that it can be used as fertilizer. We cover up roots. We'll be growing as much grass as possible, but especially during the winter, they produce a lot, and so we're trying to really develop this in a way that will be able to grow grass as high up the hill as possible. That's our run-in shed. We've recently built stalls in there, and in the far distance there, you'll see some of the horses in the feeder, and that feeder was donated by the Sheriff's Department. That black and white paint horse is Spirit, our own little devil, but does a great deal of work with trauma clients, especially with the inmates or gang kids that come all puffed up. He really calls them out. It's part of his DNA. Last year, we were able to do a fundraiser to take down all the trees in this area so we could create another paddock in which to work. It also gives some more sunshine, and then we use that to create our own wood chips, which are the bedding for all the horse stalls. We only have 3-4 run-in sheds, but they go through the shavings a lot, and they're really expensive. So hopefully we'll be able to make this between the grass and our shavings. We'll be able to make it through this winter, which is the most critical time for us. Big arrival yesterday, which we had an amazing donor who funded our horse trailer. We, with COVID, have to be able to go off-site. It is critical. And so we've been borrowing trailers, and we finally got our own horse trailer. It's a 3-horse trailer, and it's beautiful, but we need a truck now to pull it. And so we need to find someone to either donate a truck, or we have to raise the funds to get an F-250 or something. It's also, as you can see, filled with hay that someone donated to us because a lot of people were running out of hay in the area, which is also a critical concern for us. This is pretty exciting. More storage space. I might have to live up there just in case we can't get enough money to feed the horses. But it's really, we've got a really wonderful deal on it. It's a beautiful trailer. It's light, and now I have to learn how to drive it. So we have another paddock over here where we tend to do beginning riding, and we do EGALA sessions. We like it because it's a little bit more rustic, and it helps people really navigate various issues. So if there are obstacles, they create obstacles in their lives, or they might see obstacles. How do they overcome them? How does that work as far as using your own sensibilities and your own strengths? It's a strength-based practice, the EGALA practice, which I'm more than happy to talk about. That wasn't the purpose of this video, but I get really excited. So down here, this is our manure pile that someone comes and picks up some to fertilize their cows on, and then we use it as well to fertilize up there. Right now, we have another paddock over here, which is where Gunner, the horse that's being ridden up there, and the donkeys live. We built this out. All of these paddocks were built, me and 11 inmates, hand post hole dug every single post that's here and stretched the wire, etc. And this was our first trailer. We got a grant and from Berkshire Bank to get a trailer, and it worked for a little while. We picked up 2 donkeys, and now it's a storage place, which is also fantastic. Lastly, these are 2 of our guys. So these are 2 miniature Sicilian donkeys, Rodeo and Bull. So we wanted you to meet them because they're a really big part of the Agala practice as well as a practice for the family. So you can come hug a donk, or you can come do free-range donkey play and learn self-care and grooming for those people that generally don't take care of themselves. And it's all metaphorical learning here. And then we wind up, this is our meditation garden, which is nice when it's all snowy. But as you can see, we have a Buddha here. We do a lot of social distance circle kind of processing after sessions, and groups that we do. And then there's a table here for people if they want to have a wine and cheese or beer and wings picnic, or a family wants to come picnic, they can come down here and do it. And we have another trail that goes off there across into the woods. And luckily there's a very nice neighbor that lets us use her property to loop around back to ours. So that's just a quick little overview of what we got for you, so you'd have a visual context.